Welcome back to the channel. Let's get started cooking for one person.
I got a bit of a mess going on, but like I said in a previous video, whenever I'm dealing with Italian sausage, I basically squeeze it out of the skin. So that's what I did here. But I also was trying to make me some shrimp because I have that as an option. And I was also warming up the last bits of the soup that I made with the red potatoes, the onions, carrots. I put it on low because I'm really going to eat this by itself, or I'm going to cook a pack of ramen noodles, just the noodles though, not the spice seasoning. I don't really do the seasoning. And so I didn't want to waste the cilantro or the scallion onions, which everything looked like it was trying to wilt up on me. So I ended up putting a lot of the cilantro in there, and also the scallions. And I think maybe I'll put the rest of these in the soup too. And I'm just letting it simmer. I might have a little bit of soup and add some noodles to it. But this is the main thing that I thought I'd hop on here and show you what I'm having when you're cooking for one person. And let me zoom this back out. Just all the mess I made right here. I have this on really low because I kind of want the meatballs to cook up and not just the shrimp, because I wasn't thinking when I put it all in there. I need some tongs. I don't have tongs. So even though I'm trying to prevent the shrimp from cooking, it's still cooking. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh, I did put paprika on here, and like I said, some green onions are in there, and I also put some adobo on top of the shrimp, and then some butters inside of here. So I figured between the butter and the grease from the sausage would prevent anything from sticking. And I'm cooking the sausage not necessarily to eat them, even though I can eat them, but mainly it's to add to that, you know, because to keep a balance with that. I've been buying food here and there, but I'm going to do a complete whole grocery haul, like to really bring groceries in just to last me for what I'm going to bring in is going to last me for the month of December, or for 4 weeks, just put it that way. So whenever I actually do this food shopping, because like right now we got Thanksgiving coming, but that's not groceries I'm going to be buying for at this time. Just on a note, how many of you all heard of chitlins, and have you had them, and have you cooked them, and are you going to be cooking chitlins? I'm just curious. I had chitlins before. I've cooked chitlins before. I like chitlins, but I'm not going to buy chitlins and try to make them in this apartment and smell it up and then just me eating them, you know? So when I was cooking for a family, I would make them here and there, and you know, they still took a while for them to get eaten. I don't remember who didn't care for them, or if anyone didn't care for them at all. But I know that me and my youngest, we would fry them up after a while. So after we ate them boiled for so long, then, you know, her favorite and my favorite thing to do to get rid of them was to fry them up. So I did turn the heat up a little bit. I have scallions in there, like I said. So I just gonna scoot these up on the side again, just so these meatballs can cook more in the middle. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to be having for dinner. And I guess if you want to see how I cook some noodles, I'll do that for you shortly. I feel like a bit of a Rachel Ray because I have my trash bowl right here. So basically, I moved the skillet over and turned the flames down a little bit to catch this meat and cook it, because the shrimp's already done. And then I have the pot of water right here that I'm going to be cooking the noodles in, that I'm just going to switch this burner out for. Just as soon as I feel like these get a little more cooked in the middle. And I think that I'm going to sit one of these little babies aside so I can pop it in my mouth in a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and chop up this cilantro here, some of it, and I'm going to stick this in the pot. that pot. That's just basically on very low, just warming up, because if I decide to have some of the soup with some noodles on top of it, I don't want the ingredients to cook away or dissolve, or because I have carrots in there and potato, and when you just keep cooking them on high, they do cook away to nothing. And this is how this looks. I'll show you. A lot of cilantro on the top, but I did enjoy the texture of the cilantro in the soup, so I'm going to be fine with that. And then I'm just going to finish flipping this around. I'm going to try this little shrimp here. So flavorful. I think adobo is like the best spice to use for like really anything. I'll show you what I'm talking about in case you've never heard of it. And it's this adobo by Goya. If you want to bake some chicken, because like my favorite thing to use it for is chicken thighs and this. And I sprinkle like a layer of this on the chicken thighs and bake it. It is so tender and so flavorful. So, I don't know. It's something about this. It just kind of has a meat tenderizer in it as well. So I'm just going to switch out the pot so this water can come to a boil. And I'm going to turn it up. Just sit that up there for the meantime. I just took out my trash, and now I'm going to have to bag this stuff up and take it out with me in the morning, because I refuse to put shrimp pieces in my trash or any of this stuff that will end up smelling up the trash later on. So I have this one sausage left that I'll probably use for a breakfast later on in the week, or maybe I'll do something else with it. I don't know. So I was going to plug the microwave in and heat up this meat for tacos, but I'll see. I'll probably make tacos and then take them for lunch tomorrow with me, for my lunch tomorrow. Grab a Ziploc for this piece of meat that I hope I don't forget I have it and it goes bad before I get a chance to eat it. Alright. I put in enough water for 2 packs of the top ramen noodle. Not the seasoning, just the noodle. And I usually would take this out. And I have like a whole big jar of these. And I would just cut it and break it in 4s like that. And I like these to be a certain texture, like almost done. Like just barely undone. I don't know how to describe it. Almost done. Just put it that way. I made up my mind that I wasn't going to buy teeny little shrimps anymore. I thought I got these large, but this is what they shrunk down to. But I guess next time I'll go for a bag with even bigger than this.
Sorry guys, I couldn't find my outro clip, so I just have to end the video here. So I thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.